Hi, I'm really, really excited to introduce you to my friend, Melanie Sturrock. Melanie is the ShelterBox USA ambassador for quite a big district area here in Western Pennsylvania.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And Melanie, just from talking to you and getting ready for the interview, you are such an amazing person.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so excited to get an opportunity to tell everybody about ShelterBox.
I'm excited to share that information with you.
All right, well, let's
with the community.
Yeah, let's get started. What is ShelterBox?
ShelterBox is a nonprofit disaster relief organization.
Okay.
We're international.
Okay.
And our focus is shelter and essential items that go with just living.
Right.
Yeah, just living. If you think about it, if you've lost everything, you need not only shelter, which is a foundation of life if you think about it.
Absolutely.
But pots and pans and solar lighting and water filtration system, mattresses, just things to get your life back to normal after a disaster.
And I was reading many of the stories in preparation for our
great
interview.
Stories.
Great stories.
Great stories.
And when I was thinking about how could I even think about going to work? How can I think about sending my kids to school if I don't even know where we're going to sleep?
Right, exactly. And if you think about it, safety, security, stability are all part of the ShelterBox vision for those people that have lost their homes. And you are absolutely right. If they don't have all those three things,
how can they go do anything else?
They can't.
Right. Or
they
even
can't
focus on.
Yes, they can't think about anything else except for that.
Right. So my understanding is ShelterBox is been around for about 25 years?
Correct. Yes.
And how long have you been involved?
I've been involved about 5 years. My husband and I got involved about 5 years ago when we joined Rotary.
Okay.
Okay, because Rotary and ShelterBox are like-minded, and we are actually disaster relief partners.
Okay.
So we have the same values, the same goals, and Dave and I just thought, this is something that we want to do and share with people to show them that families are important and we need to step up and help those families in need.
And do the right thing.
Exactly.
And families are important all over the world,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of heartwarming stories that, are just really, really inspiring.
Yes.
And if you think about what recently happened, close to us,
Correct.
was what happened in North Carolina, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, did
yes.
ShelterBox, I know they did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Yeah, did they help those folks?
Yes, we did. And because we are disaster relief partners, the Rotary districts down in North Carolina and Florida contacted us. And this is typical of how we know when we need to be involved in a disaster, even internationally, is Rotarians call ShelterBox and say, hey, we just had a flood.
Right.
Can you help us?
Right.
We send an assessment team out and we assess, and we have Rotarians on the ground that said, well, we need shelter, we need mattresses, we need water filtration systems, solar lights,
right.
and monies were available because some families maybe not didn't want to live in tents or couldn't live in tents, but we gave them money to live in hotels at that time.
Okay.
So we're still down there helping them, and it's wonderful. It's great to see ShelterBox in the United States have a presence. And not only, this wasn't the first time. Remember Katrina?
Sure.
We sent our little mini tents to the Astrodome.
Okay.
So the families could have privacy, security, even in the Astrodome.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, I know we, meaning Armstrong, missed the opportunity to interview you before the event.
Correct.
But that's okay.
But that's okay.
Exactly, because you can come back.
Yeah, I want to come back, definitely.
So every fall, you have an event, and it's called Shine for ShelterBox.
Correct.
And it's at the Stables of Connequanescent.
Beautiful facility.
Our friend John Marshall Catering provides all of the food. We love you, John.
Yeah, thanks, John.
And it's a fundraiser.
Yes, it is a fundraiser.
So this one that you just recently had, how did it go?
It went wonderfully. The Rotarians our friends of ShelterBox, I call them. They are such a great group of people that really feel a heart for ShelterBox. And they come, they have a wonderful social time.
Okay.
We give out cool ShelterBox swag.
Okay.
We have great food from John Marshall. This time we coordinated with the Evening to Experience ShelterBox from National.
Okay.
And that's their big fundraiser. So we have a virtual event, thanks to Armstrong Cable for setting up that event for us.
Good.
So, and we hooked onto their event, and Carrie Murray, our president, is such a dynamic speaker and so passionate.
Yes.
And she just highlighted the evening for us. So thanks to that, we raised about $35,000.
Okay.
So that is wonderful.
So every year it's growing.
Every year it's growing.
All right. So look out for that in the fall.
Yep.
Now, where can people learn more about ShelterBox or to learn how to be like a volunteer?
Sure. ShelterBoxUSA.org.
Okay.
If you have any questions, it's a great website. It will tell you about what we do, about us. It will tell you just stories. I love the stories. Like you were saying, there's just so many stories, and the people are just so appreciative of what you as a community can give them, and so they can rebuild their lives, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely.
That they can rebuild their lives.
Well, you're a blessing.
Thank you.
And so is ShelterBox.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.